Welcome to the Dray Way. I'm so glad you guys are here. 2 and 2, 22 days out. 22 days out, and we're going to be voting for President of the United States. We've been counting down since 50 days out, and now we're all the way down to 22. And I am so glad you guys are here. And I've been getting comments from literally all over the world. From some of you in New Zealand, from Finland, from Switzerland, from South Africa. It just absolutely blows my mind. And I love that you guys are enjoying the information and the station. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to have a really good show for you guys today because we have some things that we have to talk about. But before I do that, I want to welcome you to the Dray Way. If this is your first time to the Dray Way, well, it's about time. And if you're an old veteran, I'm glad to see you. So let's get on with the show. Let's talk about the first thing that I have to talk about. And I have to talk about it because I saw it yesterday. I saw Donald Trump in Arizona, and I was watching him give his speech, and it was painful to watch him give a speech because the way he just goes off on different tangents. But something specifically struck me, and I was like, wow, this is bad. And I know you can say that at a lot of his speeches, but this was particularly bad because he was praising Sheriff Joe. Sheriff Joe, who has a legacy in Arizona, and his legacy is, and I don't know how else to put this, his legacy was terrorizing people of color, particularly brown people, particularly Latinos. He was literally attacking them with everything he had, rounding them up and putting them in prison. Yeah. And he wouldn't stop, even when he was told, hey, what you're doing, it looks a lot like you're targeting Latinos on purpose. Stop. Guess what he did? He didn't stop. For year after year after year, he attacked and went after Latinos. And when he was finally found guilty of a crime, guess who pardoned him? Guess who gave that man a pardon? Donald Trump. Donald Trump, who said he deserved a pardon because he's done fine work. And that fine work involved rounding up Latinos by the thousands and placing them in jail. So this message is literally out to all of you, not just Latinos, but anyone of color, but particularly Latinos. How can you vote for this man? Just tell me in the comments how you're able to do that, knowing this man's history. And here he is praising somebody that literally went after your kind over and over and over again, who made it his life's mission to go after people of color, particularly Latinos. So I felt this urge or this need to just have it explained to me because from what I understand, like a third of Latinos, are going to vote for Donald Trump. And I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they do that when he supports people that don't like them, and he himself doesn't like people of color? So why would you do that? Why would you support a man that doesn't like you? I just want to understand. I just want to, because literally what he wants to do, he wants to round up people of color, people that are Latino in particular, and send you back, send you somewhere. Who knows where? But he literally wants to just send you back. So I sit here and I say to myself, I have to say something. I gotta know why. I gotta know why some of you will do that. Why would you vote for Donald Trump knowing full well it puts you at risk. It puts your friends at risk. It could potentially put your family at risk. Tell me why you would do that. Anyway, welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. Sorry to start off the conversation that way with you guys, but I just need to know, because I think it's that important in this election. But as always, guys, please, you guys are doing a wonderful job with it, and I hope you continue. Please let me know what you think in the comments, because I read all the comments. So please let me know what you think in the comments. And welcome to the Dray Way. We have a lot more to talk about. I feel like we have to talk about J.D. Vance. We have to talk about Republicans in general and what they're trying to do in different states. You know, how bad is it going to get? Well, you know, you continue to have J.D. Vance talking about the importance of women with children and how women without children are somehow a lower level type of person to J.D. Vance. I mean, J.D. Vance basically has the opinion that women should pretty much be forced to have children. Because after all, if you don't have children, what purpose do you really serve? But that's not the scariest part of all this. The scariest part is what the discussions are in the back rooms in places like Alabama, where they're actually talking about how they're going to monitor. Listen to what I just said. How they're going to monitor your pregnancy. I mean, there's even discussions in the Republican Party about wearing some type of monitor so that you can't cross state lines. That you could be, because what they're trying to do now, and this is what women you need to understand. You think a few years ago you voted for Trump, and I say you voted for Trump because more women vote than men. So Trump got into office because women voted him in there. Women decided not to vote for the other woman. You decided to vote for Trump. And what did Trump do? Trump put in people in the Supreme Court to take away your rights. You now have fewer rights. You don't even have body autonomy anymore. And it's about to get a lot worse. If you think it's bad now, what they want to do is they want to basically treat the minute you become pregnant, the minute you're pregnant, that person is no longer yours. That thing in your body doesn't belong to you anymore. It belongs to the state. And if you think I'm joking, F around and find out. You effed around last time and you found out you got your rights taken away. But you think they're done? Is that what you think? You think they're done? You think they're going to simply allow women just to, oh, I got pregnant? Well, I'll just go to this state over here and I'll take care of it if I need to. I'll just go here. No, it's not going to be that simple. They're coming after you for that. And it's not just in Alabama. It's in numerous other states too, where they're going to look into using trafficking laws. Using trafficking laws to make sure you can't leave the state. Women, I gotta ask, women, is this what you want? Is this what you want? And why would you want this for other women? Even if you say, it's not that bad. Why would you want this for other women? Surely you can relate to other women and not wanting something so invasive when it comes to your own body. Why are you willing to accept the government that as a Republican, you always say, I want smaller government. I want government to leave us alone. I want government to stay out of my business. But when it comes to a woman's body, you want the government all involved. Help me make sense of that. Help me understand that. Tell me how that makes sense. Because I don't get it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Believe me when I tell you, we're going to be talking about this a lot more. I mean, because for me, it's the biggest issue in the election. I know that sounds silly, but I don't want women growing up thinking that the government's going to control their medical decisions. I think it's just creepy. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. We have more to talk about. Okay, Georgia and North Carolina, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you in Georgia and North Carolina. And I'm talking to you because it's important that we talk, because this is your big week. Georgia, North Carolina, you are on stage this week. And when I say on stage, tomorrow, October 15th, which happens to be my birthday. But starting tomorrow, October 15th, the state of Georgia starts early voting. So if you are in the state of Georgia, get in there and vote. Make your vote heard. And on Thursday, a couple of days from now, Thursday, it's North Carolina's turn. Yeah, it's North Carolina's turn. And here we are today. We are just 22 days out from the election. 22 days, a day more than 3 weeks away. And this week is that pivotal. We're 22 days out, but in just a few days, we're talking about 2 states that absolutely, positively could decide this election. Yeah, because this is how it breaks down. Donald Trump has to win them both. To have even a small chance of winning, he has to win them both. If he loses one of them, he's out. Harris just has to win one of them. And right now, I have Harris leading in both of them. I have Harris in the lead. I have her in the lead in North Carolina. Her thing that she did you see the numbers and the enthusiasm in North Carolina when she did her meeting the other day in North Carolina? It was electric. It was unbelievable. So I firmly believe North Carolina is in the camp of Harris. And Georgia, the Atlanta vote is going to come out huge, and I mean huge. So this is a big week in the voting. This is a big week. Atlanta and Georgia stepping up and making it happen. But let me know what you think is going to happen. If you think, in the comments, let me know. Do you think Harris is going to win one of them, or is she going to win them both? Or do you think she's going to win none? Yeah, if you think she's going to win none, put none. If you think she's going to win one, say she wins one. If you think she's going to win them both, say she's going to win them both. But let me know in the comments. Okay, that's 22 days out. 22 days out before the election. I'm glad you're here. This is the Dray Way. Believe me, tomorrow we'll have a brand new show. We'll be talking about just 3 weeks, 21 days away. And we'll be talking about early Georgia voting tomorrow. And plus we'll be talking about my birthday. Maybe a little bit. That okay with you? Thanks for joining me on the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't checked me out over on TikTok, I think you'll find me over there too. But have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Monday. And if you haven't seen any of the previous shows, go back and take a look. And don't forget, I'll be here tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.